I know I promised I would make you guys, well, I would teach you guys how to make a beard out of yarn, and I didn't do that. So here we are. I hope this video is helpful. You are going to need to pick your crochet needle. A big one would be faster, but you can do whatever. This is the yarn that we're going to be using, which is a little bit, I might use this one just to be fast, but okay, that's what we're just going to start with. Find the end of your yarn, and then I think you guys know how to do this. Make a slip knot, cross it over, cross the short end over, loop over, and then slip it through. Boop. Now you want, scratch that, this one's hard, I'm using this other one. Okay, this now, you want to make a chain. It's pretty long because you are going to make it loop over your ears. Once you get about like 16 loops, depends, but I'm gonna do 16. You're gonna go through the hole again and then slip it through both of them. So now this is gonna be your ear loop, which I will demonstrate later. So if this is too big, then just do less than 16. Okay, just to demonstrate, this is not finished yet, but you're gonna slip it over your ear like this. So you want to make sure it's big enough, and then you're gonna measure, and it has to go across. So this one, it looks. You want this part to be very tight across your face, otherwise your beard is gonna fall later on. You want it to be kind of tight when it's across like this. This one, it looks like I have a little bit too long. So I would start counting the loops right here. And I look like I have 5, so I'll need 10 more. Now I'm gonna go back and count 16 of them. At this point, I would try this on again, just to make sure it fits. I would get 2 bits of string, because you're gonna measure where the edges like of your mouth are basically, and bring one of those strings through, like fold in half, pull it through. However you get it to stay is okay. Just so you can see the edge of your mouth like this. So that's more or less. You're gonna want to decide what kind of beard you want to make, mainly how long it's gonna be. So for this next part, I would give yourself like this much length, because then you can always cut it shorter later. You can braid it, you can do whatever you like. I would start, so you want the string to be folded in half. The other part, actually, you might want to do a little bit longer. Just always do a little bit longer. So we're gonna do, say like this. You can hold it and measure it like that. So that's how long my beard is gonna be, like right here. So then you grab this, find the end of it. It's so hard to see in this thing. Okay, find the end of it, like that. And then cut it. Now this string is gonna be your basis of length for this next part. We can always trim it later. So now Just get a bunch of those strings, hold the one you cut as a measurement, and cut. That was my crochet needle. And cut, and then I'm still figuring out how many we're gonna need for this. Okay, so this part, you can kind of find the middle spot. And then it's gonna be like this. You're making your little mustache right now. So I might do, 6 isn't very thick. I might try 8 to 10. But also, the more you do, the thicker it's gonna be, and it might make it a little bit shorter. So just keep that in mind. Better to make a really big, long beard than a really short one. All right, this is 8 in thickness. And let's do 10, guys. Just go all out. Let's do 10. Okay. Now, find the middle. Did you find the middle? You can get a pretty long string because it'll just blend in. We're just gonna kind of add it in. Find the middle of that, and then slip it through the middle of your bunch, and you're just gonna tie it. Just tie it twice. Give it a good knot. Like that. And then, you know, maybe double knot it just to be safe. Just, you never know. You don't want your beard coming undone when you're out and about, you know. All right, so there. You got the beginnings of your beard. It's looking fabulous. Here is our beard. And our mustache. So you just you can fold it in half, put these together so you find the middle part. And then you want to find that string you knotted. Honestly, there's not too many rules when you're making a beard. You can kind of make it up, but. So find it, bring one string over. And also the middle. So find that middle. And then tie it. And even like once you tie it, you should be able to adjust it, so it's fine. Like that. Boom. You got it. Grab a new string. Can make it about as long in length. Really, no one's gonna notice how long or short your beard is. And then you're gonna just pinch it here, right on top of your mark that you set up there. And then you can, if you want, I'm just wrapping it a couple times just to make sure. And then you tie it. Okay, so there we go. Look at that, you got a little mustache right there. You got the next string. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Bring the string underneath. All right, so my friends, here we go. We've got the beginnings of a beard. I forgot to do the underside of the mouth, guys. Find one of those, like a loop right before you tie, right there-ish. Get a hook in there, do one, make it tight. Now, you're gonna chain a couple. This is the part that goes under your mouth. Try it on and measure. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely need more. This is probably going to be fine. It is going to have a little bit of weight on it later on when we add the yarn to it, because that'll be hanging off of it. So get it hooked on the other side. You can grab your scissors. do a slip knot. All right, so this is what we got so far. You can always weave these short bits into the chain itself if you so desire. You can see how long the length of your beard is, and then make the string that long, fold it in half. Okay, once you have your 4 strands, the other thing I forgot to mention was that because you're folding it in half, it is actually going to be the thickness of 8 strands, which is great. So you're going to take the beard, put your 4 string thickness of 8 strings underneath, take the loop and pull that chunk through. And you want to make sure it is facing down when you pull it tight, just like the rest of your beard. Boom, look at that. Our beard just got thicker. You're just gonna keep doing that until this whole section is full up, however much you want to fill. If you're just going here, I would do all the way because, you know, then you can't. Anyways, you're gonna... How do YouTubers do this, man? This is so hard. Okay. Especially if you're a verbal processor, this does not work. Okay, and do that until this is full and this is full, and you're gonna do the same thing with this section here. A more or less complete beard. At this point, if you wanted to do like braid sections of it, you could. If you want to just like cinch it up at the bottom, make it look cool, you can do that. I honestly was not paying attention to length, so mine ended up being very long and very uneven. But the best part is you can cut it to make it look like however you want. So now the only thing that I would say would be left to do is just to find a way to, that one's upside down, to tuck these short hairs in, which you can just about do that really however you want. I wouldn't cut them just because, I mean you can, but it's always better to not cut and just to tuck. There. So if it gets really annoying, cut it, but I didn't recommend that. And then this other hair right there, tug on this to make it a little tighter, and there you have it, a yarn beard. Yeah, these do kind of look funny now that I'm looking at it. Oh well. All right guys, let's try it on and see what it looks like. Make sure it's hooked on there good. And as you can see, I'm gonna have to adjust mine because it got too stretched out. So for future reference, you want to make it tight across, tight as you can, because mine is too heavy. It needs a bigger face. I also might have put too much yarn on it, but make it tighter, guys. It's very scraggly. If you run into this problem, you can try doing what I'm gonna do. I pushed the yarn further down so it's all scrunched together, and I'm just gonna try tying some knots right here. Just see if I can get it to be smaller. Let's hope so. I might do 2 knots. Okay. The irony, guys, if I'm showing you how to make this and then it just doesn't work, that'd be awkward. Okay, let's try again. Oy, I put too many knots on the one side. Okay. There you have it. It works now. A yarn beard for all of your bearded needs. Would love to see pictures of your beards, and hopefully it turned out better than this one, because I know you guys can do great.